So, welcome to the new episode. Today we are doing the whole thing in English. With us is Valerie Rupitsch.
Hello.
Valerie, it's a big pleasure for me to have you in my show. Thank you for your time to get here and to do this conversation.
It's really an honor for me to be here.
Yeah, the first lady on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I
really appreciate that. Thanks.
As you all know for sure, Valerie is the first lady and first human that win Istria 300 at all three distances, at 300 kilometers, 225 and 125 kilometers.
Yes, back then when I was winning the middle course, it was longer. I think it was 245 or something like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But you didn't get it in that order, like from the shortest to the longest?
No.
It was, how it was?
The first win was the medium course. Mm-hmm. The second was the short course. And the last one was the long course.
Last year.
Yeah, last year, yes.
Yeah. The thing on the 300 kilometers was 9 hours and 39 minutes as I Googled it.
Yeah.
And it's 31.3 kilometers per hour average speed. So it's very, very impressive.
Thank you.
You were faster than majority of also men's.
Yeah.
So that was pretty impressive. If I may ask, some of your data like age, height, kilos.
Yeah, sure. I think the first was the age, right?
Age.
31 years old right now, turning 32 in May.
No.
My height is, I think I'm a little bit smaller than 160, around 158 or something, 157. Yeah.
This I mentioned on purpose because a lot of power comes from that small package.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know your VO₂max and maybe watts per kilos?
Yes, I know. My VO₂max, I mean, right now it's a little bit lower because coming from winter.
Okay.
And also the kilos are a little bit
How
more.
Much?
Right now?
Yeah.
I think 49 or something. But when I'm really, really in race shape, I mean, 47, 48, something like this right now. When I am really in summer, I'm always a little bit lighter. Then I'm usually at 45, something like this. And when I'm really in race shape, I'm around 44
kilos.
Yeah, kilos. Yeah.
Okay, that's very light.
Yeah, but I'm really small, so yeah.
And
that's it.
About VO₂max and watts per kilos.
Yeah, VO₂max in summer it must be around 74.
Okay.
Yeah, and watts per kilo must have been somewhere between 5.2 and 5.4. I don't know exactly because the last the Spiro, the last analysis when I got the last test, really test in when they tested the
spirometry.
Spirometry. Yeah. Okay. It was back in August 2024, but the data I got back then was exactly what I was feeling like where my FDP is, and the measured VO₂max was exactly what my Garmin said. What is my VO₂max? So I know last year, or I knew I can trust my Garmin pretty much about my VO₂max. And so I knew last year in summer it must have been around 74, maybe 75.
Yeah, that's really high.
Yeah, and for my VO₂max, for my FDP, I know I I can relate pretty much on what I think it is. It's pretty exactly where it is usually. And last year, in 2025, I didn't do spiral. How is it?
Spirometria, we call it.
Spirometria. And so I cannot tell exactly, but pretty much I know where it must have been. And it must have been between 5.2 and 5.4. So that's also what the numbers at the race is. Yeah, I mean, it fits together, you know.
This is really, really impressive numbers.
Thanks.
And my next question is, how did it all started? When did you start to notice that you are like good in this sport, and why you choose biking?
Wow, that's a long story, probably.
Yeah, we have
time. With endurance sports, I started, I think it was 2016 or something. And I did some, started with running, then I did some triathlon races, and also wanted to do the whole Ironman, the long distance race.
Did you ever done it? Did you ever done it? The Ironman?
No, I didn't do it. I was signed up, but COVID came in between, and so I canceled the race was cancelled. And I started to do a second master degree. And back then I didn't have too much time for sports because I was working full time. I did the second master degree. And of course, on the weekends, I wanted to have time for Kevin, my boyfriend. And back then, it became a little bit less with all the sports things. And when I finished my master degree, in the progress of finishing, I went on the bike more and more. And especially when I was really, really finished with all the stuff, it was a feeling like just of freedom and having time again for all the things which I love to do. And I started cycling more and more. And this was in 2022. That was the first year when I, let's say, did a little bit more in cycling. Because back then in the triathlon years, it was, now from that point of view today, it was not really much of cycling what I did back then. And in 2022 I came more and more into it. And in 2023, this was probably the first year when I did it more or less seriously, or not really seriously, because I didn't have a plan or something, or a training schedule or something. I just did more kilometers on a bike. And I think, when I remember correctly, it was in 2023. That was the year when I won the medium course of Istra 300. I did 14,000 kilometers in this year. So this was the first year when I was more and more into cycling. And then, it was absolutely surprising for me because I never thought I could win something like that. I never, ever thought this. And then I thought, okay, but you just did a little bit of cycling, or a little bit, I mean, it was a lot of cycling, but there was no schedule behind it. I just went on the bike when I felt like I want to go. It was pretty often, yes, but I did no intervals. I did no serious stuff,
So just being on the bike and enjoying your time riding.
Exactly. And then I thought, okay, but what if you maybe try to follow a plan and try to do some intervals and things like that? Maybe you can get better. And and then in the winter after 23, in the change of 2023 to 2024, I started to follow a plan, and the last 2 years I was following a plan, doing intervals, doing stuff like that, trying to increase the VO₂max, and of course the FTP. And yes, I realized there were some really steps getting better and better each year. And of course I did more kilometers. Last 2 years I did 20,000 kilometers. Yeah,
this is also a pretty big number.
Yeah.
I have a few questions. When you started biking, were you a part of some cycling club maybe, or did you get alone on the bike or with some friends?
Not really in a club. It was always with some friends or alone. Yeah.
And today, are you a professional cyclist?
No, I'm not.
What is your status sport-wise?
To be honest, it's more or less like it was in 2023. I'm just doing it. I'm just taking it a little bit more seriously. But I'm not a professional. I'm not earning money with that. I have a full-time job and living a normal life. Yeah.
You said that you started 2 years ago to follow some plan of trainings and stuff. Who helped you with the planning?
To be honest, it's a Training Peaks plan, which I got from some sports scientists, some German sports scientists. And how to say, it's not an individual plan. It's just a plan that you get and you put it on Training Peaks, and then you follow the plan. It's like a plan for everybody. And I started with this, and I realized, okay, this works for me, this one doesn't work for me, and then I started to create it by my own. And I mean, right now those plans are maybe sometimes a little bit too less now for me, because I know I have to do a little bit more maybe to not stay on the same level, to increase. And so I adapted by myself.
So you're self-taught, let's say.
Yes.
What are the things that was not working for you?
Not working for me. I realized for example, VO₂max intervals. I just don't like to do 4 times 8 minutes stuff. I don't like this. Or some super lactate producing intervals. I just like the, let's say, 40-20 second intervals or things like that. I like much more. Yeah. Okay. And works better for me, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Or also, I tried also to do some double threshold days, 2 times a week.
How that looks like?
It looks like you do, for example, on Tuesday in the morning, you do 3 times 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes below your threshold. And in the evening, you do a similar training, maybe 10 times 3 minutes below the threshold. And you do a similar training on some days later, maybe on Friday or Saturday. Also in the morning, stuff like that. In the evening, maybe in the evening some lactate clearance training, and once a week some VO₂max training as well. But this means doing 5 intervals sessions per week. And I mean, I can do it for some time, but if I have a lot of stress at work and things like that, I noticed, okay, that's maybe a little bit too much load for my system. I can handle it, I can do it, I can stand it, but I just noticed, okay, I'm feeling not good anymore doing all of that. And that's always something I really try to listen to my body and listen to what I feel like. And
Why is it important to do when you're doing that training, 2 trainings in one day?
Why?
Yeah.
Because the load, if you would do it in one session, the load would be really, really high. And the studies show that you have better results when you split it up, because you are also not as much tired. You don't get as much fatigue. You get this
between.
You get let's say you get the same signal to your body, but you get less fatigue. Yeah,
I'm doing some similar stuff with the kids I train.
Yeah.
Like they are doing that stuff in the morning, but in the evening they are doing gym.
Okay, cool.
So we mix up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's a training method which came from the Norwegians, and I think also the runners. I think Ingebrigtsen, they are doing that stuff. Yeah.
Cool. As you're a woman,
Yes.
have you some specific training schedule regarding? If I can ask that, if that's not a taboo theme,
No.
Because I also have one one female that I am training, and we are right now not, but we are starting to put.
You mean to adapt on the female cycle?
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't really. Adapt the plan according to this, but whenever I train, I try to listen to my body, and I think it not has necessarily something to do with your cycle or not. It's much more. For example, you have work, you have other things in life which are giving load to your body. It's not just the cycle. It's also, for example, maybe having some things to do with your family and things like that. And I think you have to see the whole picture, not just this. And whenever I don't feel like something, or I feel like something is not feeling right now, I try to adapt. Yeah. But of course you have to see the difference between I'm just a little bit lazy today, and maybe staying on the couch would be more comfortable today. And the time when you say, okay, now it's really too much for the body. So yeah.
Now I have a few more questions. Let's start with how many time do you spend per week training?
I would say it's right now some basic weeks are around 16 hours. And I try to increase week per week. And the bigger weeks are like 20 hours, maybe 22, 25 when I have try to really get some volume in. And the biggest week I ever did, I think, was 43 hours.
43 hours in 1 week. Okay, this is way below anything that I ever did.
That was a little bit much, yes. That escalated because I was in France. I was riding the Pyrenees. I was crossing them. And we made a stop in Andorra, and we had just 1 day in Andorra, and the other guys, they were taking a break on this day, and I thought, okay, but maybe it will take a long time, or I don't know if I will ever come back to this country, so let's try to see everything. And I took every climb in Andorra, and so I did more or less 200 kilometers and 6,000 meters of elevation on my own.
That's almost everything.
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So in in the week, what are the basics of your training? Are you doing mostly high volume, low heart rate?
Yes, I like the low intensity trainings. I like the most, to be honest.
I noticed today is not like a ride that is training wise, but we went on a social ride with you today, which will be also during the summer, probably every now and then. So
Yes.
They should follow you on Facebook,
yes,
and also
please.
Bike Center Porridge to see these informations and maybe to get in touch for these social rides.
Yeah.
But
would be happy to see you there.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say, that I noticed that you are having slow tempo because it's a social ride, but heavy gearing, low cadence.
Ah, really?
Yeah, is that what you usually ride, or is just for today?
No, I think not.
Okay.
Usually I ride, I would say, normal cadence. It's around 85 to 90, I think. Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to go back to your weekly schedule.
Yes. That's where we stopped. Yeah.
Like 16 hours or more in week is a really serious number. How do you combine that with your normal life? And I don't know, do you have time for friends, having fun? I don't know, other hobbies?
Yeah. To be honest, of course, you have to, how to say, make a very tight schedule how to balance everything. But I'm very lucky that at work I'm pretty flexible because I have flexible working hours. So and I have, of course, the possibility to work or from home some days a week, and so that's I really appreciate that, because otherwise it would be really difficult to get all of this stuff together. And of course I also try to see on the weekends Kevin, my boyfriend, who is here in Istria.
Kevin is behind the camera, just that's why I'm looking there.
And of course it takes some energy to balance all of this together, and also seeing friends then, and also family, and and to be honest, of course, if I do or try to do or get in a lot of training, like in summer, there's not so many time for other stuff, to be honest. Yes, of course, but I know this is maybe a time now, and it will not be forever like that, and I won't be able to do this like forever. And that's it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's a nice answer. And now I will try to refer on your winning on the 300 course last year. I know that you had some pretty bad fall in May, something like that, because we fell in the same week of the bike, if you remember.
In May? No, it was in August, I think.
In August?
It was in August.
Okay, that was pretty close to the race.
It was close, yeah.
How was that regarding your mindset and everything that short before the race?
Yeah, to be honest, that was really, it was affecting me definitely, because until today I don't know really how it could happen, because I just slipped away in a corner going downwards, and to be honest, no idea. I rode this road several times before. I knew it's a sharp corner, but I don't know what happened. And of course, when you fall, and I really looked bad. I really had my half of my face was turning blue and violet, because I had some bruises everywhere in my face. And to be honest, I really looked like a Halloween, let's say Halloween makeup. And
Kevin, now you need to say that she's always pretty and stuff like that.
Of course, when something like this happens, you just don't trust your own skills anymore, or maybe not don't trust, but you are always afraid it can happen again, and you try to put this away, but somewhere deep inside you, it's always there. And I think the only thing how to get it away, it takes some time to get it out, because I also had some not really crashes, but falls. Do you say fall?
Yeah, falls. Yeah.
When there was just something I don't know, because of maybe with my gravel bike, and I was falling because I knew, okay, there was something which was logical to me, and I knew there was a reason. And whenever I knew there is a reason, there was a reason, I could put it away in my mind, and I knew, okay, this was for a reason, okay, and let's go on. But this time it was different, and it just took some time and some time to trust myself again. But the problem was, it was not too far away from Istria 300. It was just, I think, 5 or 6 weeks before. And I knew, okay, I have to go downhill there as well. And I have to go downhill fast, because I have to stay in a group. Because when I am alone on the flat parts, it's not really good for me.
Why?
Why? Because my watts per kilo are high, but my watts in absolute are not so high. And it's, for me, it's super important to be in a group. Yeah.
What was, or how big was the logistics of winning the 300 course? And what are passing through your mind during the stage? Like, do you have some bad moments when you are not feeling so good during the race? And how do you comfort yourself? What are you thinking?
Sorry, and what was the first question? What was the...
I know that there was a lot of logistic behind...
Logistic?
Yes, like, you know...
Yeah, how to get the bottles and things like that,
yes.
you mean? Logistics. I mean, I knew I really wanted this win. I wanted it so bad. And maybe one little bit, how to say, let's go a little bit more before. I wanted it so bad because Julius, my brother, said, I mean, or even a little bit more before.
Okay.
When I was winning the medium course, the next logical step for me was to win the 300 course, because that's the next step. That was the next step in my mind. And that was in 2024, when I thought I would go in the long course. But I didn't go in the long course because I was in such a good group, and all of them were going on the short course. And because before the splitting is coming, I asked, hey, someone of you going on a long course? And all of them said, no, we're going on the short one. Then I thought, okay, maybe I shouldn't go alone on the long course, and maybe I should stay with them, because the group was working so good together. Never had something like this before. And then I said, okay, maybe now it's the chance, and I should go on the short course. And I was going on the short course and winning it. And of course, I was super happy, and I really appreciated it. But somehow inside me, I thought, okay, but that's not what I wanted. That's not what I came for. And after it, Julius said, okay, my brother who's organizing.
We didn't mention that. This is also really interesting. So Julius is your brother, and
Yes.
he is the organizer of Istria 300 race.
Exactly. And yeah, Julius said, you could be the first one winning all 3 courses. And from that moment, that was something that was really deep in my mind. And I thought, okay, now you have to do next year the long course. Whatever comes, you have to do the long course and you have to try it.
Did you first Google if anybody else already won 2 courses?
No, I didn't know. Julius told me. And I was, okay, now you have to do it and you have to try it. And that's why I wanted it so bad. And I knew whatever comes, I will go on a long course. And yeah, of course, that's also why I knew, okay, long course, that's my number 1 goal this year in 2025. And I was able to plan in advance. And then, of course, big thanks also to Bike Center Porridge. You guys are always preparing the bike and
Andrea.
making sure that all of this stuff is working not just fine, super perfect. And of course, I knew this one will be okay. And then also I had one guy, Tony, who gave me all the bottles on the way. And I knew a friend of mine, Oliver, I knew he will also be on the start and we will ride together. And then in the morning when I woke up, I thought I would be super excited, because usually I am super excited before bike races. And even the days before, I felt like, okay, something is not normal. I'm not getting excited. I'm feeling good, but I'm not yet excited. What's going on? And I thought, okay, latest in the morning before the race, I will be super nervous. And I woke up and I was just like, okay, I trained a lot. I did my really best. I know my bike is ready. I know Tony will be somewhere giving me the bottles, the nutrition. I know Oliver will be somewhere around. We will just have a good day and everything will be fine.
Do you think that this calmness that you had is the result of the good preparation and good planning? So like you came to the race with all the homework written down?
Yeah, probably yes. Yes. And also, I was mentally prepared for it. And I thought, okay, whatever happens today, it will be a good day. And of course, I wish, or I was hoping to be able to win, but you never know what happens. But I knew it's gonna be a good day, whatever result it is or it will be. And that's how I went to the start, and that was the best feeling ever. And it turned out it really became a good day, and I was able to win it. Yeah.
Super.
Okay.
So let's continue with the mental part.
Okay.
What do you want to mention?
As we mentioned before, Julius is the organizer of Istria 300. And I think the mental part is it's so important in races. Like, as you also asked before, if I had some points where it's getting difficult in the race and things like that. And of course you have those points, but I knew I wanted it so bad, and I knew there will be my whole family waiting at the finish line. So many friends here in Porridge. Of course, Kevin waiting for me at the finish line, and also Kilian, my nephew, waiting with the medal. And I think he's my biggest fan. And I just couldn't disappoint him. And so I knew, okay, you are now it's the chance, you have to do it. Let's go, let's try it. And also to know that there are so many friends and so many people which are so important in my life waiting for me, that gave me so much energy and so much strength that I could also stand those maybe difficult points during the race. Yeah.
This is beautiful to hear.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, and I think especially this mental part, it's so important. The longer the race gets, the more important it gets, I think. And I was always kind of a racing type of human. I tried to go deep during the training, and I tried to go hard and do my best and put the watts which are on the plan, yes. But whenever I've been on the bib, I can unlock the next level. It's crazy. I can go so much harder when I have a bib on my body. Especially I can go, maybe not in cycling, I don't know, because I didn't do it, or it's not that consistently, but in running I can do, or back in triathlon, I could do like 3 or 4 hours having an average heart rate of 185. So I can really go hard, yeah.
Yeah, I read also, I know that you were, I think this year in New York, running a marathon. Yeah, I searched for that. So 42 kilometers on a pace of 4 minutes and 30 seconds per kilometer.
I think it was a little bit faster, probably. I'm not sure. New York, I was doing 2 marathons after cycling season. One was New York City. I think it was like my finishing time was like 3 hours and 12 minutes, something like that. But you have to mention, I mean, New York was
3 hours, 12 minutes.
Yeah. New York City Marathon was, I didn't took it, or it was more for the whole experience.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, people is having hard time running that tempo on 5 kilometers, not 42 kilometers.
Yeah, but we also, Kevin and me, we also did the Valencia Marathon at the beginning of December. And it was also, let's say, a surprising box, because we didn't know what we can do there. And we were standing at the starting line, and Kevin asked me, okay, what's the plan? What should we do? What pace we try to go? And I said, I don't know, to be honest. We will see how we feel.
Run.
Yeah, maybe we can start with 4:25 or 4:20, and let's see that. We started like that, and then I said, okay, Kevin, I have the best legs ever. Let's go. We can go 4:10. We can. And we tried to, but at some point I got the gel from the event at kilometer 28 or something. It took 2 kilometers to get in my body, and then I knew, okay, maybe it's getting out of my body again. It took 10 kilometers, and it really came out of my body, and it was, but it was a new personal best. It was 3 hours and 4 minutes, I think.
Are you serious?
Yes, but the plan was to finish sub 3. But I'm happy with that, because I have to mention I'm not really running a lot. So
come on, Kevin, you're having a beast here. Next question is, how many of running and other trainings are you doing off the bike? And do you do that simultaneously?
During winter I try to do 1 or 2 sessions of strength training.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped that right now because I enjoy it more to be outside than to be on a bike. But in winter I try to, and of course I notice it's important and it's good for me also to prevent injuries and things like that. And running, I mean, I do it maybe once a week, but sometimes.
What is it crazy? People don't listen to this.
But I also wouldn't give the advice to do it like I do it to anyone else, because I was starting at New York City Marathon, which was in November, having around, I think, 300 kilometers a year, which I did. So it's not much, and that's not what you should have before doing a marathon. So wouldn't recommend it to anyone else to do it. And to be honest, also I was feeling it afterwards, because I was feeling good after New York City Marathon, but the next day I felt like, okay, I feel it was not a problem with the muscles. Okay. My muscles were okay, but I was feeling the joints because my hip and things of that.
So you're human after all.
Yeah, okay. My hip and things like that are just not used to the impact of running.
Yeah, that I can imagine. I'm done after 10 kilometers, so because also muscle can go, but other stuff,
all the other things,
it's not supporting.
Yeah. But after Valencia, it was better.
But you're doing 300 kilometers per year, but when you're going on a run, how much kilometers are you doing approximately? 10 kilometers or more?
Depends, absolutely.
Did you ever done 40 kilometers before that
marathon? Yes, once I was running. I was doing another marathon back in 2023. We had was that Staffel?
Relay.
A relay on a triathlon in Challenge Road, and then I got the running part, and then I did 40. I think there it was 40 something kilometers. Yeah, so that was the longest I did before, and before that my longest was 37 at Wings for Life in Ljubljana, which was also a surprise because I wanted to go for 20k and I thought the car would be then there, but somehow it turned out the car couldn't catch me for 37 kilometers.
And now that you are a title holder for the Istria 300, do you feel pressure for this year, and what is your plan for this year and maybe for the future?
No, I don't feel pressure because, as I mentioned, it's not what I earn money with, and it's just a hobby for me. So, But of course, I would like to
defend the title.
Defend the title,
of course.
Yes.
Few questions about your bike.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
I like small bikes. It reminds me of my bike when I was, 18-year-old. I mean, I was tall like I'm now, but it was same geometry, let's say.
Okay.
It looks very aggressive.
Yes.
How much of that bike is stock, and how much did you do it aftermarket? Adapt, yes.
With this bike, really not as much as you would expect, maybe. We just changed the pulley wheel.
Mm-hmm. Extra size. Now the camera don't show it, but it's extra size.
Yeah, it's golden and it's extra size.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom bracket. That's all. We tried a shorter crank once. We tried the 160 crank because this should normally should fit better to my size. But somehow I felt like I couldn't get enough pressure on the climbs on the pedals. And then I thought, okay, maybe we should go back to the 165.
Okay.
And try the 160. Yeah, maybe now would be the perfect time to try it, to get used to it. But to be honest, it's...
So now you are having 165?
Yeah, it's still on, yeah.
Okay. The Pirelli tires?
Yeah, the Pirelli
Zero.
tires, yeah. I really like them because, in my opinion, these are the best tires. And when I had the crash, which you mentioned, I had some other tires on, and maybe this was also, maybe it's just what I think, but I don't trust other tires.
I mean, I'm also
them.
really satisfied with Pirelli.
Yeah.
I'm now maybe 4 years on Pirellis and no problem with them.
Yeah, me too. No punctures, super good grip. Yeah, like them.
Bike fitting, yes or no? Did you ever done it?
Yes, especially important because with this bike, you see, you have no integrated seat post, or not integratable. So you have to cut the seat post, and it should be on point because otherwise there's no way back. Of course, you can put in some spacers and you have a longer adapter here, but better safe than sorry. And so I did the bike fitting before. Also for all the Austrians or other guys, I can recommend Andreas Knapp, who is doing bike fittings, and he's really, really good doing this. Yeah. Super. Always go with, whenever I get a new bike, I go to him and ask, can we fit it, please? And he makes a really good job.
This is like the most common question I got from people that are not into biking. How much cost a bike like this?
Like this, it's about 13,000 euros.
We will put a beep on the price. It's a nice price, but it's also a very nice bike.
Yeah,
for sure worth it.
I really, really like it. Yeah.
Did you ever weighted it?
Yes, I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it will be around 6.2, 6.4 kilos, something like that, I think.
Okay, very light.
It's super light,
It's also small, but it's super light.
It's super light. And I also put on the lightest components, like the pedals are also the Look ceramic TI, something like that.
Our Look pedals with, kako se kaže?
Carbon plates, you mean?
Please?
Carbon plates, you mean?
Yes.
It was a carbon plate, but I prefer to have a lower tension, and so I changed them to the plastic plate.
Yeah. Okay, so about the bike,
yes.
The leaf, it's giant, exactly.
Yes, it's let's say the sister of Giant.
Yes.
Giant is maybe the brother, let's say. It's special because Liv has some or has just women-specific bikes, and as far as I know, until now it's the only company who is doing bikes only for women, because all of the other companies usually do bikes which may look like women bikes, but they have the same geometry and maybe the same frame as the normal bikes, just having maybe a little bit pink here or there. And but usually the bikes are built for men, because obviously more of men are riding than women, and so Liv is very special because they are building bikes especially for women.
Do you know maybe what is the biggest difference?
Yeah, I think the top tube is a little bit shorter, because usually women have shorter upper bodies. Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, they have some, as you can see, very tiny frames.
Yeah. And what about bottles, Atom Body?
Yeah, Atom Body is also one of my sponsors. And I'm very happy to be able to have Atom Body as a partner, because I get all of my gels and carbohydrate drinks and bars and things like that from Atom Body. So I'm going there each month, getting a lot to eat and to drink, because when you're riding a lot, you need to get a lot inside.
Do you know maybe approximately on a weekly basis how much of that energy bars and stuff like that you consume?
Boy, I mean, it depends. It really depends on
A box.
on how much I do, but usually I think it's maybe. Yeah, also depends. I mean, if I'm just doing some short sessions during the week, then I usually have lunch and I have dinner after it, so I don't need a lot to eat. I need more fluid stuff and maybe chest on hard sessions. And of course on the long rides I need a lot of bars, but it will be I would say maybe 10 bars a week. 5 to 10 bars a week, and of course maybe half a kilo of ISO at least. Yeah.
A week.
Yeah, probably yes.
That's a lot. I mean, I use maybe 200 grams of ISO for months. But okay, my trainings are short, mainly 1 hour and a half. I'm doing basically hard stuff, 1 hour and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that made me laugh. What were we?
But to be honest, half a kilo is just 500 grams, so it's not super. I mean, probably I will need more. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how it goes. It's how many grams of carbohydrates per kilos?
When you put in the supercharged drink, it's 100 grams you use, and you get a little bit more than 90 grams of carbohydrates
per hour
in one bottle. Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so
I mean, on your weight, that's really a lot.
Yeah, but sometimes I mix it a little bit, and I adapt it on the intensity, of course. Yeah. So if I do low intensity, I maybe put in, or maybe I try to get like 50 grams or 50 grams of carbs per hour, which is not necessarily just out of the bottles. It's also when I eat a bar, of course.
How many, importance do you put on nutrition?
Yes, a lot, but it could be better, to be honest. I try to really get enough carbohydrates during the training, which is something which I did really, really bad back some years ago. And I can feel a huge difference, because maybe not just during the ride, I never really had never really get or had the feeling of a crazy bonked, something like that. Never had that, but sometimes when I came home after a ride, I felt like, okay, going the stairs is so hard and my legs feel so dead. And that was the moment when I realized, or now when I train, I eat a lot more carbs, and I can go 200 kilometers, I can go 250, I come home, I can take the stairs and everything's okay. If I do it right with the carbs. And that was when I noticed, okay, back then I did something really wrong. And yeah.
How did you learn?
How did I learn?
Did you get some nutritionist to help you, or?
No, I think it's just the whole, dama? The whole topic, which is getting more and more awareness. And of course, I also always try to improve things. And that's something which I really improved, and I really take care of how many carbs I take per hour. And yes, also protein I try to get in. And yeah, I try to be really... I really try to eat enough before the ride, during the ride, and especially after the ride. And yeah, that's what I try to. But sometimes I just don't eat the right things after the ride, because I love linolada, for example.
Okay, linolada, it's like,
yeah.
Who don't like linolada?
Yeah, I really love it. And yeah, all the other stuff, I think the main nutrition is pretty good, because I try to eat a lot of veggies, and I don't eat meat, but I eat a lot of fish, eggs, milk products. And yeah, I think all of that is pretty good, but I maybe shouldn't eat a little bit less of chocolate and things
I think
like
that we all have that problem,
yeah.
But from what I heard, you have pretty good nutrition.
Yeah.
And on that, do you use any extra supplementation, maybe?
Yes, I do. What I try to take consistently is I don't know how it is called in English. It's some oil of
omega-3.
No, yeah, omega-3 I take, and curcumin oil, I think it is.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
It's because it helps to reduce. In German, it's Schwarzkümmelöl. So maybe you can. Or I can let you know the English
I'm watching
word.
Kevin will for sure provide us with a proper answer.
Okay, so let's wait for him.
Yeah, well, we can continue when he will find.
Okay. Yeah, I take the
black cumin oil or black seed oil.
Okay.
You will send me the link.
Yeah, or you cut it. Or you cut it.
I don't understand.
You cut, and I mentioned it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what I take regularly is black seed oil, because this helps to reduce inflammation, and I think it works well for me, because I also have allergy, and I think it helps with my allergy as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so that's what I like to take. And I also take omega-3. I take, especially during winter, zinc sometimes.
Okay.
Because I think it helps when a lot of people have a cold around you. It helps to take zinc and to prevent getting ill. Yes, and what I really also prefer is magnesium in the evening, because that helps me to calm down and to relax and get better sleep.
Magnesium is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Because I just recently found out that there is some different species of magnesium. Are
yeah,
you
a lot
taking? Yeah, I didn't know that. Do you take some specific magnesium or just the one from Polymer?
It's a complex which consists of 3 types of magnesium, and I think it's bisglycinat.
Yeah.
I don't know the other two, to be honest. But
I don't know either. I know that there is malat and glycinat, and one is maybe that bit, I don't know. But okay,
yeah,
I know that one is for like in the evening for relaxing and stuff, and the other one, the malat, is like maybe better in the morning for more energy and ATP production.
Which is better in the evening. Yeah, and I really notice a difference because when I don't take it, my sleep is not as good as it is when I take it. Yeah.
I believe you because I had sleep problems, and that's the reason why I started using it, and I'm sleeping good after that.
Yeah. And that's also what I really take serious, the sleep. Yeah. I try to get 8 hours a day or a night. But when you try to get 8 hours, it's around 7 hours and 40 minutes because 20 minutes you have somewhere, I don't know, taking to fall asleep. Some when you get up, go in the toilet, something like this, or you wake up. But yes, that's what's important for me too.
Yeah, sleep is like the number one doping that you can get.
Really, it is definitely. Yeah.
So today when we went on the social ride, I learned that you already been on your own training. So you did total 100 and I don't know 10 kilometers maybe. Then started the social ride.
Yes.
And it's all started in front of Bike Center Poreču. Why is that the starting point, and how did you get included in all this?
Valama and Valama Loves Bike is also a partner, and I really appreciate the possibility to be here in Istria because it's such a beautiful region, and I really love to train here, and somehow you can say I fell in love with this region because Istria is just, for me, it's a perfect combination between somehow it's romantic and somehow it's wild. And I really love this combination. It's so crazy for me. And whenever, I'm here and...
I need to make a joke. Romantic and wild, like Kevin. Okay.
No, but I really like to be here and riding the roads because... you have like 1,000 possibilities to go, and I come down here, or I really come here often, and I know a lot of roads, but
hey, today
also for me,
I need to say this to Kevin. Today when we were on the social ride, I mean, I was raised and born here in Istria, and she showed me some few new roads. Okay, so thank you for that.
Yeah, and it's also for me, there's a lot of things to explore, and when I look on my Strava, it's like, okay, this road I've ridden, where else can I go? Where have I never been before, maybe? But of course, I also have some like all-time favorites, like Skitacha, which I really like, and the view is amazing. And and Bike Center Poreču, of course, it's together with Valama Loves Bike. That's the point where we start the social ride, where we end it, and of course, Bike Center Poreču is also the perfect point whenever someone needs something. The guys there, you and Andrea, of course.
Andrea is the most valuable player when it comes to mechanics.
Andrea is golden, really, whenever someone needs something, you can get it fixed there. And how often it happens that I come into Bike Center and say, oh, can we maybe fix that? Maybe can you check the gear? Can you maybe check shifting?
Pretty much each time.
Brakes. And so I'm so grateful for this opportunity and this this possibility to have Valama and Bike Center as partner.
I have one more question for the end. In all this process, like getting in sports and enduring all that, how to say, hard moments while racing and stuff like that, what is the most valuable thing that you learned that you can maybe transfer to the normal life?
To the normal life? I mean, there are a lot of things which I learned and which you can transfer to normal life. But I think it's, of course, it's not just this one moment where you put in everything. To get better or to come to success, you have to give your best each and every day. You have to train, you have to do the work, you have to get things done, and you have to do this day by day by day by day. Always trying to improve yourself. And what also helps is, of course, you do this, but sometimes you are so much in your daily life and that you maybe don't notice the difference. And you can imagine yourself climbing a road or climbing a long mountain. And if you go and go and go, yeah, you go, but you just notice how far you've come when you maybe stop for a moment and look back and see, oh, okay, look, I've done like 1,000 meters of elevation, and how high did I come? And yeah, of course you have to do the work, but sometimes you also have to take the look to see what you have already done. Yeah,
that's beautiful to say.
Yeah.
Valerie, thank you once again for your time.
Thank you.
It was a very pleasure for me to have this
also
conversation. Thank you also, Kevin, for arranging this room and possibility for filming. And that's it.
Would you like to know a last fun fact?
Yes, of course I will.
Yeah.
I would.
As you mentioned, we are sitting here in Parentino. I have been here in Varac in Croatia maybe 15, 18 years ago, because I was a former dancer, participating in, I think, World Championships here in Varac.
Really?
And we were staying here in Valama, former Zagreb. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What kind of days did you do?
It was hip hop.
Really?
Yes.
Come on, we need to see this, but not on camera. Super cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alan. So, thanks. It was an honor for me to be the first lady here.
Yes, that will be remembered. All the best in the future.
Thanks. Also to you.
That's it, cut.